We've just spent 5 days in one of the most isolated countries in the world. A country that in 2019 got on average less than 40 visitors per day. A country most people have never heard of. This is our trip to Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is a country in Central Asia bordered by Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Iran and Afghanistan, all fun countries. It's one of 15 ex-Soviet republics. Ex-Soviet countries fascinate me, and Turkmenistan is particularly isolationist and a place that not many people have gone, so I was very keen to go.
Me slightly less so, but it was for Richard's birthday.
Unlike most places in the world, you can't just rock up and get a visa. You have to be on an official tour and then get a letter of invitation from the government.
We went with Young Pioneer Tours, the same people we went to North Korea with.
They do tours all around the world to loads of different places, and we trust them. This was their Turkmenistan New Year's tour, where we were promised that we'd get to spend New Year's Eve by the gates of hell, a giant pit of fire that was the result of a failed Soviet gas drilling experiment from the 70s. The tour cost $1,000 each, excluding flights. We flew into Turkmenistan on Turkmenistan Airways, which has a direct flight from Bangkok. The flight was fine, although weirdly empty. There were only about 40 people on our entire flight there. Food was perfectly adequate, although not amazing. This is some snatched footage, as we were told we weren't allowed cameras on Turkmenistan Airlines flights. After a 7-hour flight, we flew into the new Ashgabat airport, which was new, fancy, but also incredibly empty. Obviously, we didn't film the visa experience. However, it was $130 each for a visa to get into the country. It didn't take very long to do the visa at all. We had to pay for a COVID test, but didn't actually have to take it. The airport's really cool from the outside. It looks like this giant eagle. We got into the hotel about 11 PM, so we went straight to bed. But the next day was a tour of Ashgabat
Emma, you
city.
enjoying your tour so far?
5 minutes on a warm bus. Yes, it's been fine so far.
This is the Olympic Village. They didn't actually hold the Olympics here. They held the Asian Games here, 2017. They built a huge monorail around the outside that they haven't used since then. This is, according to the Guinness World Records, the largest head of a horse statue in the world. Emma, if you took a shot every time they mentioned the Guinness World Records on the tour so far, how drunk would you be?
As it's 10 AM, I would say maybe a little bit drunk, yeah.
Do you think we're going to hear some more about the Guinness World Records?
Yes, very much so. I will say it's very clean so far.
Yeah, remarkably clean, I think, Ashgabat.
Yeah, it's very clean, it's very white. It looks nice today because the sky's blue.
Every car here, by the way, is white or silver by law. And it's also illegal to drive a dirty car. So every car is really, really clean and either white or silver. Also, I gotta say, I think the roads are a lot busier than I expected. Like, we were expecting a more North Korea-y situation, but actually, the roads seem quite busy.
I think it's going to be quite hard to make an interesting video out of this because they're showing us a lot of very pretty things, you know, which are well maintained. Here's a thing, it's white, it's lovely. But I don't know how we're going to make it into a video.
So if you're watching this, the rest of the video is probably going to be quite boring, Punchhammer. There's the horse statue. There's something monument.
It's a monument, that's for sure.
Hello, this is a long shot. Emma thinks long shots are pointless, but I quite like them.
Okay.
So we've been showing around on the bus. This is the Independence Monument. Lots of big statues. We'll intersect some pictures. We'll cut in some pictures of some cool statues.
There are some excellent statues, actually, and of the people who were on the currency, so that's quite cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Quite empty. Right,
Yeah.
okay. Look, here's your wide shot. It's cinematographic. Yeah. Here's some pictures of some statues. Pointless. Emma's going to hate me saying this, but it really does remind me of Muscat. With the mountains, the kind of city nestled within the mountains. This is a statue of Niyazov, also known as Turkmenbashy. Huge golden statue of him, present from 1991 until insert voiceover with correct date when he wasn't the president anymore here. 2006. You can't say that's a small book.
No, you sure can't.
This is the book that the first president wrote about uniting all the tribes.
This book is actually really fascinating. I recommend reading about it. It used to be part of the national curriculum in Turkmenistan until 2007. This book statue used to open at night time, but unfortunately that no longer happens. It's still pretty impressive and cool though, and you can get some cool pictures.
This is the Neutrality Monument. We're going to get a bit closer. But on top is the old statue of Turkmenbashy, which used to rotate to face the sun. But he doesn't rotate anymore. Maybe they felt having their president rotate all the time was somehow inappropriate. So Turkmenistan's been a neutral country for like 30 years. They're very proud of it. They've got a new monument behind us with all the flags of the UN as well. We're getting a drop of rain, actually. And our guide told us an amazing saying. Do you want to tell everyone the Turkmeni saying?
Don't remember it.
Tells it because it's a desert country. So the drop of water is like a grain of gold,
Yeah.
which I think is a beautiful saying. And I currently got a couple of grains of gold right on my head there.
Yeah, same.
Do you want to go up?
To the elevator, no?
Yeah. Do I want to risk going up in the elevator?
I would say no.
Yeah. World, with all the countries of the world, of course, Turkmenistan being the highest. Where's the UK? North Korea up there. And the steps up to the top.
I did actually go up in the elevator, but the problem is here that there's a tent to the windows, so what you see isn't actually that good. But here it is anyway, I guess, for your viewing pleasure.
The sky has turned rather dramatic today in Ashgabat. Rather dramatic indeed. Ferris wheel doesn't seem to be rotating very swiftly, does it?
That's probably for the best, to be honest.
This is, or at all, I'd say. This is the largest indoor Ferris wheel in the world. No one else has built an indoor Ferris wheel. Maybe there's a reason for that. Me and Emma gonna see if we can ride it. And you get a free magnet with your wheel purchase, 50 mana. Look at the cool car. Did you enjoy your Ferris wheel experience?
I didn't like all the weird noises it was making.
Kind of pointless, that Ferris wheel, really, because normally you build a thing so you can see stuff like a tower or a Ferris wheel in the middle of a city, but the city's over there. And this is in the middle of nowhere. Look what's over there.
Mountains.
So you don't really get a view of anything. So there you go, that's my review of the Ferris wheel. I have, however, got Turkmen Cola. And this is their preparations for the New Year celebration that they're all doing, that we're not going to see any part of because we'll be in the gates of hell.
I know we haven't been here long, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of drama or anything. So all these people that do Macaulay Culkin shocked faces on their videos, this is the weirdest city in the world. I mean, it's unusual, but so far it doesn't seem that weird. It's got the Christmassy New Year vibes. It is quite quiet. And they're all cool buildings, and I'm not sure what goes on inside any of them. I don't know. It's unusual, but I wouldn't say I felt in danger or that it was super mega weird. Why? We only have 600 followers. Because we don't do shocked face drama. Everyone's dying. So, you know, maybe that's why. I just sort of tell the truth.
Oh, on this side we see golden bicycles, on the other side golden camels. We can get off the bus for 5 minutes.
We just parked up in the middle of a roundabout. Doesn't matter, stand in the middle of the road, no cars. There's a huge statue of some golden bicycles trying to do more cycling in Turkmenistan. This reminds me of some research that I was doing. So we are parked up just in the middle of a roundabout. We're just parked in randomly in the middle of a roundabout, right? And there's not that many
Not
cars.
a lot of traffic.
Look at this. It's huge, 3-lane highway, 0 cars on it. So this is like new Ashgabat, which is like where they built all the monuments, like this, and other things. But most people live in old Ashgabat, which is like moorish near where our hotel is.
Oh, okay.
So this
that
is-
did seem much busier.
So this is like almost the administration, like old Cairo, new Cairo, like
there's-
where all the government buildings
There's
are.
lots of embassies and what have you here, or like ministries.
Yeah, like some ministries over there. But this isn't where people live, which is why it's so empty.
Yeah.
But also why they built it so extravagantly, because it's where all the embassies are. Quite like the, do you like the map? The map of Turkmenistan, you a fan?
A big camel fan.
Big camel fan, aren't you? Big fan of the map. I think the map's quite fun. I like all the colours on it.
Just to have many.
This TV tower here has a Guinness World Record for the biggest architectural star. And this is a big statue of a poet in the middle of nowhere. Let's you show you what's around it. Literally nothing, like in the middle of an industrial estate or something. What's nice about these tours, actually, it's been a while since we've done a proper tour like this. But what's really good about them is how, personally, I think they're quite fun because you just get driven around. Like, you hit all the sites, you take a picture in front of all the sites. You don't need to spend a lot of time in each place. So you just like, here's the thing, here's the thing. You don't get a huge amount of context, so maybe you need to read something in advance. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this tour day today.
Yeah, and our guide can speak English, and if you ask him questions, he can answer them. So it's not like he couldn't put some things in context. But yeah, you should probably do some reading beforehand.
But yeah, it's the tour's really, I'm really enjoying the tour. And Emma's right about the shocked face YouTuber. It's amazing. Like, we just sat on a bus, shown some sights. Everyone's been friendly to us. Even some Turkmen people I saw at the monument said Salam Alaikum, said hello to me.
A nice one helped me find the toilet, and then he helped me find you.
And so, yeah, it's a really nice day. Highly recommended. Here's their reservoir, by the way, in Ashgabat. Let's have a look at this. Every drop of water is a grain of gold.
No,
This is the Russian Bazaar. We're not allowed to film here,
not right now.
but inside we're going to get some lunch and hopefully some postcards. This is the Russian market with lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of fresh nuts. we found a place to have a kebab, and Emma managed to negotiate. How's your kebab?
It's really good. I am starving, but also
You managed to negotiate the language barrier very well, didn't you? That's a big old squash. I'm doing some secret filming on my phone. Let's hope we don't get told off. I'm not joking, I've just had the nicest nut I've ever had in my entire life.
I want to say it was in macadamia, but I'm not sure.
Ah, so good. We're just off to send some postcards now. This is much more like we're just on our own, just wandering about trying to find the post office. Or that building. But we're kind of allowed a lot more freedom than I thought we would be.
Yeah.
Just dropped off, just off you go. I'm not sure this would pass in North Korea.
Okay, that's enough monuments for one video. We're going to speed this thing up. We next went to the War Museum, where we saw the monument that represents the earthquake that happened in 1948. Unfortunately, this killed a lot of people. The monument has the bull, the earth on top of the bull, and Turkmenbashy's mother raising him up. He's the golden boy in this picture, being raised up by his mother, who unfortunately died in the earthquake. The story goes that to create an earthquake, the bull shakes its horns. We were then showed other monuments. Here's the wedding hall before we retired to our room to watch a little bit of Turkmenistan television. We then went out for the evening to have some food, which I will admit was not fantastic, but it did allow us to see Ashgabat all lit up at night. And one of the things that I didn't expect was how lit up Ashgabat would be at night time. There's lights everywhere, especially like moving LED type lights. It allowed us to take some panoramic footage. Here it is. Here's Ashgabat at night. And the next day, we'd need to wake up nice and early because we went to some geothermal caves. So we've driven about 3 hours outside.
Is it that far?
Yeah, about 3 hours outside Ashgabat. And now we're at a local village called Nazır.
Oh, I need my umbrella.
Okay, go get your umbrella. So, we're about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours outside Ashgabat. Is it colder, Emma?
It's a lot colder. It is a bleak. This is the weather I was expecting.
So we're in a little village called Nazır, I can't pronounce it properly. Anyway, look at that's a cool old larder. If you enjoy a cool old larder, there you go. So this village is famous for its cemetery. And in the cemetery, they decorate the graves with ram's heads or ram's horns because they symbolize wealth. Let me scrabble up a bit of rock and show you. How are you finding
No, get off it.
How are you finding small town Turkmenistan?
It's not for me. Out of the wind, it's tropical.
Right, okay. So I guess we're here to look at the cemetery. Let's have a look at the cemetery. Emma, what's your thoughts?
Well, you know. I'm cold.
We appear to be caught in the middle of a snowstorm. You enjoying the snow?
No.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, this
Where did that come from?
This is outrageous.
That's coming from the mountains, that is. So, I guess the cemetery's cool. But also, like, yeah, cool. Go back on the bus.
Voiceover Richard here. Now, I've called this part of the video the day that didn't really happen because it was different to the itinerary that we were given beforehand. We were going to meet some villagers. It was going to be an entire thing. That didn't happen. That's completely okay. On these kind of tours, things can change late notice, or things can change with communication as to you don't really know why things are happening. That's just because of the nature of these countries that you go to, and you've got to roll with the punches and make the best possible use of the day that you're given. Sometimes things won't work out or the itinerary will change, and you can't get too hung up on it, and you've just got to go with the flow. I enjoyed getting out of Ashgabat and seeing the different coloured cars and the different type of cars you get in kind of rural Turkmenistan. A lot of beat up larders, which is exactly my scene. Then, we made our way to some geothermal caves.
Yeah, that water temperature is like warm bath.
Yeah.
The audio didn't quite survive the dip under the water, so let's have a little voiceover on this. The lake is warm, about 30 degrees. There's only a tiny little area that you can swim in though. It used to come up much higher, but the lake has receded in recent years. It was quite fun. It smelled of sulphur, like incredibly heavily, just like having a nice warm bath. Yeah, perfectly nice. Worth a 3-hour drive? Probably not, but yeah, quite fun. Afterwards, we had lunch in a yurt next to the geothermal caves. It was more kebabby stuff, but exactly what we needed. Lovely. We also got the opportunity to have a fun little chat with other people on the tour and see some cute animals outside.
Someone's got a bodyguard. Got a new best friend. Did you enjoy watching me on the thermal lake?
Yeah, I was worried about how stinky you'd be when you come out, if I'm honest, but
Well, that's stinky, am I?
don't know. No more than usual.
Ah. So now we're going to go and see the biggest mosque in Turkmenistan. I've realised, actually, I think, there's not much outside the main city, is there? It's like, this is the second day, and all they've got to show us is a small little cave.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff going on, if I'm honest. I mean, it's not horrible or anything. It's just, there's not a lot for tourists. It's just experiencing it, you know?
So, it's New Year's at the moment. Today is the 30th. And our tour guide keeps saying, oh, everywhere's deserted. Yes, everywhere's deserted because it's New Year's and people are celebrating New Year's. But somehow that explanation doesn't quite fly, does it?
I don't know where they are and what they're doing.
Yeah, there is like a lack of people around that you see, isn't there? Outside the city, they do have quite a few old larders, as it's struggling to go. It reminds you when you saw you got in a larder going around the Gobistan mud volcanoes.
Yeah, I sure did. Got jiggled around in that thing.
They just beeped us. Right. Okay, so we're on the road again. But yeah, I definitely get the feeling there's not a lot to Turkmenistan. You keen to come back?
No, thank you.
I think you've seen enough, haven't you? This is the Turkmenbashy Mosque. It's the largest mosque in the entire of Turkmenistan.
This was actually one of several mosques we visited that day. I haven't filmed or included most of them because whilst they're beautiful buildings, they were just that, beautiful buildings, but this one is slightly different. This is Turkmenbashy's mosque that he kind of built for himself. On one of the minarets, there are quotes from his book, the Ruknana, and on the other minarets, there's quotes from the Quran, which feels blasphemous, to put those two side by side. Our tour guide told us that there's 8 pillars of Islam in Turkmenistan, an extra 3 that Turkmenbashy added in the Ruknana, including respecting the leaders. Since Turkmenbashy died in 2006, I assumed that the new leader, Bernie Medvedev, would have kind of got rid of Turkmenbashy's stuff and tried to create his own cult of personality. That's definitely happened, but there's a lot more remnants of Turkmenbashy's reign than I expected. Look at this glorious mosque. By the way, it cost $100 million to build this mosque. You can see the crypt where Turkmenbashy and his family are buried in this mosque. However, you're not allowed to film there for obvious reasons. For dinner, we went to an international restaurant in Turkmenistan's fanciest and newest mall. It was quite weird. Then we went to bed early because the next day we had to get up and drive 6 hours to the gates of hell. Before taking 4x4s and starting our 6-hour journey to the gates of hell, we first got to meet some Akhal-Teke horses. These are the most famous horses in Turkmenistan. They're everywhere. You see statues of them everywhere. They have a national horse day. They have a horse ministry. They love these horses. It seems to be more magnificent, to be honest.
This one's quite magnificent. Aww. Hello, horsey. Bee, there's puppies outside. Why are we in here?
Do you want to see a puppy?
Yeah. Oh, I love these big dogs. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. It is outrageously cold. Like, we were complaining on the first day that it was too hot, but now it's outrageously cold.
A cup of tea. We're watching some horses then.
Yeah.
This is called Melegush, 7 years old. This horse is called Polat, 7 years old. Got a gold medal in the 60 kilometers marathon.
Oh my god, the young one.
I even got the chance to ride a horse, except I didn't ride a horse. I just sat on the horse while a man led me around in a really pathetic manner. Like I was on Blackpool Beach with a donkey. It was quite fun though. Recommend it. So now, can you explain what's happening, Emma?
So now we are decanting from the bus. We are going to get in some 4x4s and go up some tracks, I guess, which is a bit concerning.
And then we're going to drive about
To the gates
4
of
hours.
hell, yeah.
4 hours to the gates of hell. Are we ready to go?
Born ready.
So we're in like a convoy, aren't we?
What you see inside that division, that used to be an old barrier. It's broken in many places. On that side, we can see the black areas where it's not good. It used to be ready to use. So this is the safest side to stand. Don't get too close on the where it cuts. That's news from September this year. The hill fire.
How do you feel about the gates of hell?
I feel like they were a lot more except about 2 years ago. So now they're just like mildly annoyed.
Impressed?
No.
We
It's like the pyramids all over again.
went several days of travelling to get into one of the most difficult to get into countries in the world to see this.
From mildly annoyed fire.
How do you?
I'm mildly curious. But apparently at night it looks better. You can smell the gas. It's like you've left your cooker on a bit long.
If there's anyone's reaction I want to get for the YouTube content, it is your reaction to this.
Well, in the words of Chris, say bigger.
So Emma, this is your yurt for the night. Here's the toilet block, which looks really good actually. It's got a sink. What more can you want? We're gonna live on YouTube see Emma's reaction to her yurt, the C11. Remember that? So this is where you'll be spending. Reaction?
That's alright.
No, it's always going to be all right. This is what we got. We got mosquito nets.
I think it's too cold for mosquito. So, mildly concerned about the lack of blanket. Maybe there's some more in here. It's out of the wind though, which is really good.
You're sleeping with full clothes on, will you?
Yes.
How do you think about your accommodations?
Some people might call it glamping. I certainly wouldn't.
Why would you not call it glamping?
It's okay, I'm happy. There's a bit of carpet.
And
I will be taking none of these clothes off it. In fact, I'm adding extra ones from mine.
Guess what? Outside, got wood. For your wood fire.
Yeah, that's good. Is it on?
No.
Oh. Maybe they'll light it.
Yeah, I light it. And then you got a little. There's your cooking hobs.
Oh.
And is this a pot in here? No, it's just a bowl. Hey. You excited?
Yeah. Putting some extra layers on. You may avert your.
And now we're going to get some soup. As we walked back to the camp, Father Frost turned up. Father Frost is basically Soviet Santa, because they didn't want the religious elements of Santa being spread throughout the Soviet Union. But he rocked up and he got a gift for everyone, which was really cool and an absolutely lovely touch. Here he is rocking up with a camel. What made it even more special was that we had free wine and beer, which made everyone quite jolly for the rest of the evening, and is why some of the footage is slightly missing.
There you go, at least we got one.
How it worked is that you picked a number from a tree, and when your number was read out, you got a gift corresponding to that number. Some people got toy horses, some people got t-shirts. I got a really cool t-shirt, insert footage here. Someone got a goose in a box, which I didn't manage to capture at the time, but I did get the aftermath. Here's the goose popping out of a box. I've never had a more surreal New Year's Eve than this.
There you go, congratulations. Do we have that? We've got another shirt right there. Congratulations. Woo!
Got a fucking towel tonight.
All together, let's get that.
Have you ever had a New Year's like this?
No, absolutely not. And not with anyone as miserable as me either. So, you know.
As the night went on, party vibes ensued. Then we all walked to the gates of hell at midnight to see what they were like lit up, which, I'll be honest, I don't really remember.
So, you were leaving my squad.
The created made it all fairy lit. Walked to the crater. This the crater is like the dust is really cold. Look at my hands shaking to hold the camera. So cold tonight. You kind of get why they call it the gates of hell now. That's going on YouTube, that. Your dancing is on YouTube. Bringing in the new year at the gates of hell was actually really special and something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. Well, partly remember anyway. But also, the thing that I thought that I would think about most about Ashgabat is the weird monuments and the Soviet things. But that's not what will stick with me actually from this trip. What will stick with me is the people we met and how fantastic everyone was and the friendships we made. Normally, me and Emma travel independently, just us two. And we're not big group tour people. But I've got to say, this group tour was fantastic. And actually it showed us a different way of travelling with other people, making new connections, making new friends. And I've got to say, it was really special.
Oh, shut up, Richard.
This video is not sponsored by Young Pioneers. Quite frankly, it would be a massive financial waste for them to sponsor such a small YouTube channel. But we loved our tour, and I went back and immediately tried to look at some other tours we could go on. Because it was special and different and fantastic. Our guides, both local and the Young Pioneers guides, were amazing. And if you're looking at doing one of these tours and umming and ahhing and maybe don't know if group tours are for you, my advice is this: just go for it, because we had, quite frankly, an amazing time. And that's the end of the video, which I'm quite frankly pleased about, because this has taken me absolutely ages to edit and put together. If you want to reward that, and if you enjoyed this video, please click the like and subscribe button.
And I hope you, random viewer of the Top Breeze YouTube channel, have a wonderful year in 2026. God bless. We're walking back to our yurt now. You probably can't see us, but you can hear us. Emma, talk to me.
It's so cold.
It's so cold! My fingers are hurt.
The ups, so cold.